What's good with y'all, man? The sad reality is that most men in 2026 will stay average. Because just think about it. Most men are okay with being like everybody else. Most men are complacent and they don't want to better themselves. They look at what everybody else is doing and then they look at themselves in the mirror and say, okay, I fit in with everybody else, so I must be doing something right. But that's far from the truth. You're nothing but a sheep when you think about it, because what do sheep do? Sheep, they travel in packs. They mirror what every other sheep does. They don't want to be the black sheep. They want to be the white sheep. They want to look like everybody else. They want to do what everybody else is doing. They want to go where everybody else is going. They want to do what's trendy. You know what I'm saying? And that's most men today. And I'm going to give y'all a few reasons. I'm going to give y'all 5 reasons on why most men will remain average. So, reason number 1. You don't know how to take responsibility. You can't hold yourself accountable for your current situation and the decisions that you made in life that brought you to where you are today. And as a man, you have to learn how to take accountability, because you're never going to get ahead by playing victim and always blaming somebody else for your current situation. And I see this so much, man, today, especially with how crazy politics are nowadays. I understand that certain political figures have control over certain things. But when it comes to you as an individual, your own being, and where you want to be in life, only you can control that. You can't keep looking up to whoever's in the Oval Office and relying on the promises that they make to you, because more times than not, man, these political figures do not have your best interests at heart. And the man in the Oval Office right now is showing you that. You know, we're not going to get too political on this channel, but you can't put too much trust in nobody else but yourself, man. Because only you can get yourself out of that situation that you're in, and that can get you in the situation that you soon want to be in. And yeah, you made mistakes in life that came back to bite you. Nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I made mistakes in my life that I have to come back from and redeem myself for, you know? Nobody's perfect. But what I'm not going to do as a grown man is blame somebody else for my bad decisions in the past or my mistakes. Only I can take accountability for that and move forward. You know, you're going to make mistakes in life. You just have to take accountability and learn from them, because only you can do that. But if that's it's a reason why that's step number 1, because if you can't do that, you got some reflecting to do, because you're not going to get ahead and you're not going to be on your game and be ready for these next few steps I'm about to give you as well. So that's for 1, man. Taking accountability, owning up to your mistakes and your decisions in life, that's the foundation. And you can't build an empire with no foundation. That's like trying to build a house on sand with no concrete slab. Like, the house is going to fall down. One wave going to hit it, and that's wraps. So build that foundation, man. Take accountability for your own actions. All right. Number 2, why most men will remain average. Prioritize your health. Most men aren't doing this. You know what most people are doing? Most men go work their 9 to 5. That's a nice Corvette right there. Most men go work their 9 to 5. They attend all the pizza parties and ice cream and cookie parties at work. They don't know how to say no to the junk or the sugar. They're not going to the gym, man. They having a long day at work, and they go home. They feel like they deserve a nice ice cold Corona beer. And I know people who are doing this every single day. I've had coworkers tell me, I don't even know why they tell me this, but in the past I've had coworkers tell me that, yeah, man, it's been a long day. And it's Monday. It's the beginning of the week. It's been a long day, man. I deserve a beer when I get home. I do it pretty much every night. I just kick back and have me a nice cold beer. And hopefully my wife doesn't nag me when I get home. Like, who wants to live like that? You're not going to get anywhere in life living like anybody else. living like everybody else, especially the guy that I just mentioned. And he's not in the best shape, by the way. He has a pretty big gut. So, go figure, right? You can't do what everybody else is doing, because if you're doing what everybody else is doing, especially as far as your health, you cooked. Most people are eating whatever the hell they want and not giving a damn. They drinking all the time, smoking, eating sugar, eating fried food every single day, not being conscious or aware of what they're putting in their body, man. They just don't care. They just living life, going with the flow. You know, just doing whatever they want to do, just going with the wind. The wind could be leading them straight to hell, but that's where they're gonna go, right? Go to the gym, man. If you haven't started, start 3-4 times a week. Go light, work yourself up, progressive overload. You're gonna see results over time, man. Meal prep, that's what I do. Meal prep every week. Eat clean 5-6 days out the week. But be conscious and aware on what you're putting into your body and what you're doing to your body. You have to go to the gym. You have to eat good. So that's very important as well. Number 3, this is important as well. You have to have financial discipline. You have to be financially literate. Because, yes, money is not everything. They say money is the root of all evil. While all of that is true, man, you cannot survive in this world without money. You can't live without money, like comfortably, with a roof over your head and transportation. You can't do any of that without money. You can't date without money. You can't take care of yourself without money. Money is very important. And if you're wasting it all on bullshit, you're going to be behind in life, man. It might take you a while to get back on your feet. It's all right, man. If you got to stay home with your parents and you mid to late 20s, okay, do that. It's 2026. Everybody money tight right now. It's more acceptable for people to live with their parents anyway. So if that's what you got to do to get ahead, do that, man. Forget what everybody else got to say. Forget the instant gratification. And that's a problem with our generation, especially the younger generation. We want everything right now. We want everything tomorrow. And that's just not reality, man. You're going to have to put in that overtime at work. You're going to have to stack that bread to get what you want, to get that house, to get that crib, to go on that date with that girl that you always wanted to go on a date with. You're not going to get it instantly. Invest your money, man. Stop buying the bullshit. Put your money in assets. Make your money work for you. Because if I had the knowledge to do that at a younger age, I would definitely be more ahead today. And this kind of coincides with the whole eating thing too, man. You buying all that food and snacks and liquor and supplements, all that you put in your body, you're not saving no money. You don't have to eat all the time. And they teach you you have to eat 3 times a day, and it's okay to snack and eat all this bullshit in between, but it's not okay, man. You know why? Because that's what everybody else is doing. And that's why it's not okay. So you can be eating less and more clean and saving money in the process. But you don't know that because you're just spending your money all willy-nilly. You're not tracking you're not tracking the money that you're spending. So those are 2 things that you need to track that are very important. Your food and your money. Because you can't live a good lifestyle without neither one. Number 4, work ethic. A lot of people do not have... Damn, they about to hit me. Whew. Atlanta. Can I drive out here? A lot of people do not have work ethic, man. You got to have that hustle in you. You got to have that fire in you. You got to want it. Because more times than not, man, when you get a job, whether that's 9 to 5 or retail, most of your coworkers going to be lazy, man. Unless you're just with a good, dedicated team. It's so common that your coworkers would be lazy. I've had several jobs in my life. And I remember the very first one I had, I used to work at Home Depot. Man, all my coworkers weren't worth a damn, man. They just be outside, man, just bullshitting, trying to talk about girls and all the distractions, and not working. And while all that is cool, man, you gotta have that hustling. You gotta know how to minimize the distractions, man. Because when you letting all the distractions get to you, you're gonna look like everybody else. You're gonna be moving with the sheep. Subpar performance. But I'm telling you, man, if you just lock in at work and work hard, stack your money, put it aside to put that money into investment so that you no longer have to work, it'll be all worth it. You gotta have that fire in you, man. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 all my life. Well, what you gonna do about it? You gonna complain about how you don't want to work a 9 to 5 until you retire? Or are you gonna actually put in the work hard, put the money aside so you can put it into something else? In the future, you won't have to work no more. You gotta play it smart, man. You can't be sitting aside complaining like everybody else. So you gotta have that work ethic, not only with work, in the gym, every other aspect of your life, man. You gotta have that hustle. You gotta have that fire in you. Get to it. Finally, last but not least, chasing women, man. I've talked about this many times, and I'm gonna continue to preach this to y'all. Stop chasing the women. If you got a good woman in your life and she doing right by you, keep her. It ain't nothing else out here in these streets, man, especially in 2026. It's a lot of piss in this dating pool. So, stop chasing the women. We all men, we all think with the little head sometimes, but it ain't worth it at the end of the day. Because these women don't care about you. More times than not, they don't. And as a man that's on your purpose, you need to be locked in and focus on your future. Because a woman ain't gonna help you get there. And if she does, it's a good one. Hold her close. So yeah, man. Those are 5 reasons why men will continue to be average now in 2026 and forever, if we're being honest. Because sheep's move in packs. There's always a lot of them, and that's most people. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to escape the matrix? You gonna move with the pack, or are you gonna do these 5 things that we talked about to get ahead? I'm not perfect. I'm not where I want to be in life yet, but I'm still working on these 5 things on a day-to-day basis to get ahead, and I'm gonna continue to do so until I get to where I want to be in life. So that's all I got for y'all, man. Make sure y'all smash that like button, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.